Hello everyone. I hope every one of you is taking care of yourselves. My name is Kanika Tandon and I'm here with the video of English First for class 4th. In our last video, we studied and completed our chapter number 5, and in today's video we'll start with the explanation of chapter number 6, that is the numbers.
Okay, so our next chapter is chapter number 6, that is the noun number. When you hear this word number, what do you understand? The number of things, right? So there are two things that comes under the number. One is singular thing and another one is plural thing. So singular thing is singular thing. When we are talking about a singular thing, then we are talking about a particular thing, a single one. All right. And when we are talking about plural thing, then we are talking about two or more than two of them. For example, if I am talking about a book, one single book, so that book is the singular one. Okay, that is one in number. And when I'm talking about books with a s, then I'm talking about two books or more than two books. So this is singular and plural. We have to study about the about singular and plural in this whole chapter. Okay, for example, see, a boy was throwing a stone at a bird. Some boys were throwing stone at birds. So in first sentence, the noun bird, boy and stone stand for only one person, animal or thing. That is known as singular thing. But in second sentence, the some boys, one boy became some boys, stone became stones, and bird becomes birds. All right. So this proves that in the sentence they have a plural thing. They have more than one in number. So these are known as plural thing. There is one more thing that we have to keep in mind, that when we are changing the number of the subject or the number of the things, when we are making when we are changing boy into boys or stone into stones or bird into birds, we also change the helping verb. For example, when this boy became boys, this was became were. Alright, if this would have been a boy was throwing a stone at a bird, this is singular. And if we did not, in the book people did not change this, a boy was throwing stones at birds. So it depends, the helping verb that we use depends on the number of the subject. If the subject is singular, the helping verb will be in singular form, and if the subject is plural, the helping verb will be in plural form. I hope it is clear to you all. Now there are some rules that we follow when we change one word into another word. Let's see. Okay, so first one is, most nouns form their plural by adding s in the end. So there are many words, there are many nouns that we make plural by adding only s. When bag becomes bags, balloon balloons, bone bones, cake cakes, case cases, face faces, finger fingers, flower flowers, horse horses, lamp lamps, and etc. All right. For example, and then book become books, slap becomes slaps. So the spelling, we have to write the spellings correctly. So there are changes in the spelling of the nouns when we are changing one noun into one singular noun into one plural noun. This is the simplest one, where we add s at the end of the word. All right. Now there are many others in which we remove y and then I add ies, or we remove s then we add something else. Okay, so we'll study about them one by one. Okay, turning on our page and coming on to the second one, we have nouns that end in ch, sh, s, double s or x form their plural by adding es to the singular. And what we have to make sure, when the noun or the word has ch, sh, s, double s or x in as the last alphabets. Okay, we add es to the singular word. For example, beach, it has ch at the end, it becomes beaches. Church, ch at the end, it becomes churches. Brush, sh in the end, becomes brushes. Okay, s at the end becomes buses, and box, x at the end, it becomes boxes. Okay, understood? Coming on to the next one. Nouns that end in consonants plus y form their plural by changing the y into ies. Now what is consonant plus y? Whenever we have a word, for example, army, we have y at the end, and then we have a consonant. So what is a consonant? The alphabets that are apart from vowels. And what are vowels? A, E, I, O, U. Apart from these 5 alphabets, the rest of the alphabets are consonants. So whenever a word is ending with a consonant and a y, we remove the y from there and add ies. Similarly, reply become replies, fairy becomes fairies, lily become lilies, city become cities. I hope it is understood to you. Now coming on to the third one. But nouns that end in vowels plus y form their plural by adding s to the singular. And now what we have to do? Whenever a word is ending with y and a vowel, for example, boy, it is ending with y, and before y we have a vowel, a, e, I, o, u. These are vowels. So we don't remove anything from here, we just add s. Monkey becomes monkeys. Coming on to the next page, we have more examples. Chimney becomes chimneys, cowboy, cowboys, day, days, jersey, jerseys, ray, rays. Okay. Now coming on to the next one, we have nouns that end in f, fe, form their plural by changing f or fe into ves. Now what we have to make sure, whenever a word is ending with f or fe, that is knife, we remove f or fe and add ves. So calf become calves, and knife become knives. Other examples are midwife becomes midwives, sheaf becomes sheaves, shelf becomes shelves, thief become thieves. Now there is one more thing. Some of the noun that ends in f or fe form their plural by adding only s. So there are more that if the words are ending with f or fe, they can also be made into plural by adding only s. So we can in some of the words we can remove f or fe and then add ves, and some of the words we can just add s, like brief become briefs, dwarfs become dwarfs. We can also write the plural of dwarfs as dwarf as dwarfs, or hooves we can also write as hooves, puffs we can also write puffs. Okay, and now coming to the next one. Some of the noun that end in f form their plural by adding s or vs, like dwarf become dwarfs, wharf become wharfs, hoof become hoofs. Next one is nouns that end with o found their plural by adding s to it. So this is simple. Whenever a word is ending with an o, it makes its plural by adding only s. So bamboo becomes bamboos, cuckoo becomes cuckoos, hippo becomes hippos, kilo becomes kilos, and zero becomes zeros. Next one is some nouns that end with o form their plural by adding es also. So now we have another nouns also which we make plural by adding es when they are ending with o, like buffalo becomes buffaloes, flamingo becomes flamingos, mango becomes mangoes, mosquito becomes mosquitoes, tornado becomes tornadoes. Next one is, but some nouns that end in o form their plural by adding s or es to the singular. Buffalo. In buffalo we can write both bufffalos and buffaloes also. Hello becomes hellos and hellos. Mosquito mosquitos or mosquitoes. Next is, some nouns form their plural by changing their internal vowels. Okay, so what they do in a word, if we have a vowel, they change it. For example, man becomes men. So they have changed the internal vowel. In the spelling of man, what is the internal vowel? That is a. So a becomes e. So man becomes men, woman becomes women, foot becomes feet, goose become geese, tooth became teeth, dormouse became dormice, mouse became mice, and louse became lice. Alright. Now next one is some nouns from their plural by adding en to the singular. For example, oxen and children. These are the best example of the nouns that form their plural by adding en. So ox becomes oxen and children become children. So there is no word known as childs or children's or oxes or oxens. There is no such words. Oxen is already a plural form of ox, and children is already a plural form of a child. So if you are two siblings, so your parents have two children. Okay, there is no your parents have two children's. No. So you can say my parents have two children. Next is, some nouns have the same form in the singular and plural. Okay, now there are some forms in which the singular and the plural both are same. For example, aircraft, bison. No matter how many deer are there in the forest, you will only call them deer. There is no such word known as deers or fruits or fishes. There is no such word. Fruit is the plural of fruit. Fruit is singular and fruit is plural both. Deer is singular and plural both. Sheep is singular and plural both. Fish is singular and plural both. So there is no such word known as fruits and fishes. Next is, some nouns have only plural forms. Now there are some nouns which have only plural form. There is no single form of any of that noun. For example, scissors. There is no single form of scissors. There is no such word called scissor. If we are going to ask somebody a scissors, we'll always call them scissors, because there are no singular word. The spelling of scissors is always with the s at the end. Goggles is always plural. Binoculars are always plural. We cannot go and ask for binocular because they will always have two eyes, right? There will no any binocular with only one eye. Now there is telescope and microscope that has only one eye. So we don't call them telescopes and microscopes. Alright. Coming to the next one. Now pilers, scissors, spectacles, sunglasses, tongs, pants, pajamas, shorts, tights, trousers. These comes with a pair of thing, right? When we are wearing a jeans, it has two legs. Yeah, right. Every jeans has two legs. There is no jeans with one leg. So these things are already plural in form. Now when we use a pair of before plural noun to make them singular noun, to make them into a singular noun. Now what do we do in these words? Binoculars, spectacles, trousers, jeans. We use a group of word that is a pair of to make them singular. Now if I want to tell you that I have two pair of spectacles and you have only one pair of spectacles, so I will say that you have only one pair of spectacles. Now that means you have only one spectacles. And if I call a pair, I have two pairs of spectacles, so I have two kind of spectacles, right? अगर मेरा एक चश्मा टूट गया है तो I can wear my another चश्मा, but you because only have one spectacles, so you cannot wear if your chashma is broken. All right. Similarly, a pair of binoculars, a pair of goggles, a pair of trousers, a pair of shoes. For example, if I say I have 3 pairs of jeans, so I have 3 different jeanses. See, I have also made the mistake. I have said jeanses. There is no such word jeanses. Okay, so I have 3 pair of jeans. I have 3 jeans and you have only 1 jeans. All right. With this, the explanation of this chapter is over, and I hope that you all have understood. I suggest you to do the exercise on your own if you want. Otherwise, in my next video, I'll be taking the exercise of the same chapter, so you can check from there. And also, you have to find, there is one homework for you, which is you have to find out what all things are there at your home or in your room, which can be converted into plural form. So what is going to be the plural form of that particular thing? This can be your homework. You can write the name of 10 things that you think, and write the plural form also of those singular things. All right, this will be your fun kind of homework to do, and I'll see you all in my next video. Till then, keep studying and take care. Thank you.